Good morning, God bless you guys. I'm so glad that you've came and joined me on my channel. So today I thought I'd talk about raising the standards. Okay, so when I mean raising the standards, I mean having a better life than the life that you're actually living right now. And it doesn't start off with um, you have to have obviously a goal and a vision for that goal. But then it starts off with the little commitments that you put in every single day. So if you want to have like a better looking figure or a better body, then basically you're going to have to show up every morning and do your little bit of exercise, whether it's 5 minute abs, I don't know, 5 minute squatting, or whatever it is that you want to do in order for you to show up in your life. Then that's what it's going to take. To be fair, I'm going to be letting you into a secret. I actually have started doing my 8 minute workouts, and I do them every single morning. And because I'm doing these little workouts, they are actually helping me to stay fit and look fit as well. And I probably everyone's saying, oh, what have you been doing? Have you been going to the gym? So they're seeing an end result, and I haven't finished with this result yet, so I'm still working on me every single day. But what I will say is that because I've been doing the exercise, it is people are noticing that change. This didn't happen overnight. I've been doing this since July, and okay, that's about 5 6 months away that I started doing this, and I've been doing it pretty much every single day from then. Before, I used to only exercise probably about 2 weeks before I was going out somewhere, but now I do it on a regular basis so that I'm always ready for whatever may present itself towards me. Anyway, I said that I was going to talk about raising the standards, and showing commitment in your life a little bit more. I've been watching a few motivational videos, and most of the videos that I am loving at the moment are the Tony Robbins videos, because the way that he expresses and talks to you direct, you feel like he's just talking to you, and it's just fantastic the way that he does what he does. So there's a few things that I got from his video, and I'd like to share them. So I did take a few notes. So if you do see me looking down, it is because I'm reading my notes. Okay, so first thing first, one of the things that really stuck out to me with Tony was when he said, nothing in life has a meaning. So basically, when he's saying nothing in life has a meaning, the only meaning it has is the meaning that we attach to it. And most of the time, we're attaching it because of a feeling that we've experienced. And there's one or two feelings that we're going to experience. It's either going to be happiness or it's going to be loss. Okay, so when I'm talking about loss, or when Tony was talking about loss, he was basically saying that sometimes we feel like we've lost something, but it was never there to begin with. So we could say that we lost our relationship, we lost love, we lost respect. But all of those things, those three things that we've just said, are things that probably were never there. Everything that we have lost or say that we've lost is because it's not inside of us. It can never be lost if it was already inside of you anyway. So when you love someone, it comes from within first. When you respect someone, that also comes from within first again. And so basically, that is so important to remember, that you can't say, oh, you fell out of love, because that means that the love has gone from inside of yourself for yourself as well. And so if you're saying that people are not respecting you, maybe it's because you're not showing you're not showing how you want to be respected by other people. So because of that, it is actually showing in the way that people treat you. So that was something that was really important, and that really stood out to me, and I thought that it'd be nice to share that with you guys as well. Another thing that I also looked at was that he said that when we label our experiences, it doesn't become, the label we put on our experiences becomes our experience. So it's not say for instance, some people say that they feel hurt because of such and such. So their hurt is based on an experience rather than based on an actual event, a feeling. Okay, so almost all the pain that people are going through in their life is because of a feeling of loss. Okay, so you have to tell yourself something. Nothing in the universe lasts forever. And now, with that being said, I actually really want to share this story about a king. So I've been doing this 21 days abundance challenge as well. So I'm doing quite a lot of positive things here. So this 21 days abundance challenge, there was a story about a king, and he was a very wise, very wealthy, very well-known king in the land. Anyway, this king had the biggest castle of all, and he was really enjoying his kingdom and the people that was working for him and living with him, and he enjoyed everything around him. One day he was given a present, and the present was a diamond ring, and in the diamond ring there was some writing that was engraved in this ring, and the writing said, "Or this too will pass." Okay, so because it said this too will pass, the king had no idea what that meant at that time. He was just like, this too will pass. And he carried on laughing and drinking and enjoying his food and enjoying the good times that he was having in his kingdom, not thinking anything of the ring, loving the ring as well, wearing it with like all his glory on his hand, saying, yep, this too will pass. Basically, he was loving the ring. Anyway, what happened? Okay, so what happened was the king became under attack, and he had to flee from his kingdom because he was getting defeated by this enemy that wanted to take his land because they felt like they were worthy of it. So they fighted the king and took his land. As they were defeating the king ran away, rode away with his horses, and all his horsemen went with him, and then they stopped because there was nowhere else for them to go. If they carried on, they were going to end up in a ditch, and if they so basically all the king could do was stop. As he stopped, he could hear the noise of the horses that were coming after him started to fade out, so they were fading out, and the king was reminded of the ring because the ring shone really brightly in the sun. And then the message then read, this too will pass. And it was so fantastic because when the king realized now that this ring had a bit of significance in his life, and it was meaning that this problem that he was facing with these people defeating him and taking his castle and everything else, it was something that was going to pass. So the king found courage in those words, and he then went back to his kingdom, and he rightfully defeated them and took back what belonged to him. As he was then celebrating with his kingsmen and the rest of his army and family, he was celebrating, drinking his wine, eating his food, partying the way that they do when they've victoriously won a battle. He then realized that the ring started to shine in the twinkling of the chandeliers, and he saw the words again, this too will pass. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so true. Because sometimes you're going through a bad time in your life and you're sitting there thinking, it's all me, why me? And you start feeling sorry for yourself. But you have to really snap out of it and actually turn around and say to yourself, come on, get back up. Tomorrow's going to be a better day. This situation that you are going through will pass. And because you're thinking like that, guess what? What happened for the king? He went back and he defeated it. He then actually got his kingdom back, and then yes, it said again, this too will pass. So even when he was up there on the up, which is okay, he still had to remember that he needed to be humble. He needed humility. Without humility, what would happen with him? Because he was sitting there, anything can happen and anything can be taken away from you again. So you have to have gratitude in your life, and you need to be humble as well, because it is so important to have those qualities in your life. So On that being said, I'd like to just say thank you for making it this far in my video. If you haven't done so already, please comment, like and subscribe, and put "be blessed" in the comments, just so that I know that you've made it this far. And thank you again for watching, and have a God blessed, wonderful day. Catch you again soon. And remember, whatever you're going through in life, it will pass. Good things are always going to come to you. Stay blessed, stay focused. See you again. Bye.